Hey, what's up, niggas? It's Rashawn Gaines at creativeexphits.com. Right now, I'm doing an audio article on a little series I got going on called Worst to Best Albums. And the first one I'm doing for YouTube is Eminem. He's my all-time favorite rapper. He sold more records than any rapper alive. I looked it up. I checked that. I think he's in my all-time top 5, actually. I really think he's one of the best rappers of all time. That's my opinion. Like, when it comes to a lyrical level, only person I put over Eminem is Nas. Besides that, I think Eminem is the top. He's in the top 2 when it comes to overall lyricist in hip hop. You know, based off opinion, that's my personal opinion. You can disagree with that if you want to. You're not required to agree with it, but that's just what I think. All right, so let's get down to this list. Number 7, last place, Relapse. Fuck this album, dog. I don't mess with Relapse. I don't mess with that album really at all. Like it was Eminem's return for the hip hop after that 5-year hiatus he did when he was dealing with all the drug problems and stuff. And he came back. He said sober. He said it was sober. He was. I was happy for that. It was cool. Like you never want to see somebody going through no drug problems like that. That's a depressing sight. And he came back, and I'm thinking like, oh, he about to because let's see if he go back to making that good music that made me a fan of him in the first place. But he came back, and here came We Made You. That song was just corny to me, man. It's like. He would do like the silly single first, like on a lot of his albums, but this one just Remade You was butt. Like I was cringing when I heard that song. I was like, yeah, this is whack, my friend. Like I'm not feeling this one at all. So I don't know. Then he dropped like a couple more singles. I'm still like I'm not feeling these, and like the Relapse. I heard the thing as a whole. I'm like, Relapse to me is a hip hop abortion, yo. Like I don't mess with this album in any way, shape, or form except for the song Beautiful. Beautiful was like the only type of saving grace from this album because it was he was venting on it. He put like a lot of effort into this track. I feel, and like I think that was like a good song because like the intro singing, whoever was singing that in the beginning was pretty good, and I like Eminem's hook on this song. I mean, his singing. I don't really care for Eminem's hooks normally, but I like this hook a lot. I sing this like when I'm bored sometimes, just out the blue. But like the stupid accents on these records, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Relapse at all. Off the my recycle bin with this shit. 6th place, Encore. This album kind of caught me off guard because I was expecting something good because all the albums Eminem dropped before Encore were good. So in 2004, I was expecting something to be good, and that's not what I got. Like. Encore, Eminem, he was dealing with, a lot of drug problems at this time of his life. He was dealing with a lot. So I'm assuming that was affecting his work. Like when I was a kid, I loved to listen to Just Lose It when I was a kid. And I still like Mockingbird. I think that's one of my favorite Eminem songs where he just talking to Haley, talking to this. It was very heartfelt, you can tell. Like I saw him perform this song once and he started crying actually. So it's always good when artists put a lot of themselves into their music. So I think I thought Mockingbird was a very, very good song, and I like Toy Soldiers, like with the kids singing the hook. That was a really dope song. Just the way it was executed, it was well. But other than those 2 songs, nah, bro, I'm not a fan of that at all. Let's see what's next. 5th place. What's that record? Recovery. Recovery was, after Relapse. Like, you can't get any worse than Relapse. Like, I'm hoping you don't get worse than Relapse. So I'm saying, I was expecting something. I didn't really have an expectation for this actually because I don't know. Just like he dropped 2 whack albums in a row. So I'm trying to say like I don't really know what to think anymore from what his track record. So then Forever came out. Like late 2009, Forever came out, and when he just murked everybody else on that song, I'm like, okay. All right, okay, he's rapping better than he did on Relapse. I'm saying, let's see what he can do. Then Not Afraid came out, that was cool. It was then Love the Way You Lie. I still hate that song to this day. Like I don't care for that one at all. Like Rihanna and Eminem just don't mix to me. But it was a very mature album because like it was basically talking about his darker what he was dealing with, his darker past, the past couple of years, and he's going on a hiatus. And, he was dealing with his problems, and he felt like he made a full recovery. There are some joints on this record that I think are really good. Like, Seduction. I think Seduction is a really good song. What's the other song? The song he did for Proof, that very, heartfelt thing he did for Proof, called You're Never Over, I believe that's what it was called. It's been a while since I heard that record. So, you know, I feel like it had some good songs on there, but it was very mature, and on Eminem standards, it was too mature, because I feel like what I liked about Eminem's records personally, I felt like he mixed lyricism with charisma with fun, and Recovery didn't really have much fun to it. It was just like a serious listen. It's not a bad album. It's like it's okay. Like I'm not crazy about it. I don't hate it. It's mad decent, man. It's mad decent. Fourth place, the Marshall Mathers LP 2. I was skeptical as hell when I heard that title. I was just so skeptical, because I don't know. The first Marshall Mathers LP was, it was a very great album. It was great. I loved it. So I didn't want to see a Slim Shady LP 2. I didn't want to see a Eminem Show 2. I didn't want to see no real sequels to any of these albums. I'm like, just leave them in the past, leave them alone. So he did it, and Berserk came out first. I'm like, oh, this is about to be garbage. Like, I hated Berserk. I still do hate that song. Now, Survival was cool. But then what made me feel anticipated when Rap God dropped, man. Rap God is fire, bro. Like, Rap God, he was like, the flows, the execution, the beat was simple, but it fit him perfectly. It's just like he was spazzing on this track. This actually crawled into it's number 10 on my top 10 favorite Eminem songs. Like, Rap God is a phenomenal track. And Bad Guy was another standout on here. It was just talking about it was like a continuation of Stan. Like, it caught me off guard when I first listened to the song. Now, I don't really know what it's about, really. I didn't really catch on to the second, going towards the second, or the beginning of the third verse. I'm like, oh, this is Stan's little brother. And that was interesting. Like, people that came out the blue. Wasn't nobody expecting to hear that. So, you couldn't bring Stan back. Stan was dead. So they had, his little brother Matthew. He became, a crazy killer just like his brother was. So it was very unexpected. It was done well. Not necessarily as epic as Stan, but I liked it. It was a very good song. And like I said, Headlights was a good song to me. When he was talking, he spent his entire career basically saying, taking shots at his mom, because they had a very bad history, but I guess he's burying the hatchet, and that's mature. Not mature as in mature at how Recovery was, but I like that song. That was a really good song. I could have lived without the fun nigga on the hook, but I like the song. Good track. I'm messing with it. So overall, Marshall Mathers LP 2, fourth place, that sound about right. Okay, third place, the bronze medal, goes to the 1999 record, the Slim Shady LP. That was his debut album. It made Eminem a star. It sounded very fresh, like a breath of fresh air to hip hop to me, at least. I think it was very well done. It was, that was the masses' first real taste of Eminem's music and his style and stuff. It's the very controversy causing album. People liked it a lot. I'm a big fan of this album. It was fun to listen to. It was really raunchy. Just a lot of. You can tell he had fun making his album. His wordplay, his flow, his overall lyricism. You can't deny it. It was dope. In 1999, his first come up, Eminem, he was known as that ignorant, arrogant, shit talking dude that can just about out rap dang near everybody in hip hop. So yeah, I think third place is cool. Role Model, 97 Bonnie and Clyde. He was talking about, he was talking to his daughter Haley when she was a baby, talking about killing Kim and stuff. It was interesting. It's because you didn't really know anything about him. It's listen to these songs, they just seem different and interesting. I love Brain Damage, the story he tells about getting bullied by the guy D'Angelo Bailey and still don't give a fuck. I think that was the last song on this album, I believe. He was just snapping on that song. I was that's probably my favorite song off of this album, Still Don't Give a Fuck. I love Bad Meets Evil, because whenever the Bad Meets Evil track on here, because whenever Royce and Eminem link up, unless it's lighters, it's normally I'm expecting something to be good. That's one of their first songs they ever did together, I think, and it was just dope. It sounded pretty different from the Bad Meets Evil we know now, but I liked it. It was a very good song. Second place goes to the 2002 album, The Eminem Show. 2002 was a really good year for Eminem. What did he do that year? That's when 8 Mile came out. which is a very good movie. He dropped the classic record "Lose Yourself," which is that won an Oscar for best original song. Surprised it actually wasn't on. I was probably one on the Eminem show. And then he dropped the Eminem show. It was a really good album. Like it was fire, man. Like he started off with a bang with White America, where he's talking about the way that white America, quote unquote, uses, like views him as a person and stuff. They view him under a microscope and stuff. They think like, oh, you're corrupting the minds of our, like the suburban white kids and stuff that listen to Eminem. Anything they're going to grow up to be like criminals or some crap like that. I just thought, I don't know, it felt like a little bit more mature than the Marshall Mathers LP, the album that came before it. So I read somewhere that he actually made a bet with somebody that he can make an album sound a little bit more mature and still manage to sell a lot of records or be like well received or something. And I think he did with them in them show. Think of like records like "Cleaning Out My Closet," because like on the record before that he would say things about his mother, but he said like more like jokingly making fun of you, like in a more immature way. On "Cleaning Out My Closet," he sounded a lot more serious and like angry compared to how he did before on the other albums. So I love like "Cleaning Out My Closet." I read like now he actually hates listening to that song because he tried to patch up my relationship with his mother. But that's still a good record. Almost one of my favorite Eminem records. Still, I like the way this album was executed. It was it still had fun on it, and it had like records like "Till I Collapse," which is that is pure fire, dog. Like "Till I Collapse" is like, I love the Nate Dogg hook on here. I listen to this song when I work out, when I raise cheetahs, before I got to take a math test. It just seems like motivational. Like you just going hard. Like whatever you're doing, like you going hard with it. So yeah, it definitely sounded different than the other albums, but like not different in like encore way, like, or different in a Yeezus way. Like it's different, but it's still good. So yeah. And in first place goes to, y'all don't really got to think about this. Y'all should probably already know. The Marshall Mathers LP won. No surprises there, right? This isn't just my favorite Eminem album. It's my favorite all-time rap album. He showed growth from his previous album, his previous debut, which was the Slim Shady LP, where on that album I felt like he had some growing to do. I think he was like a very dope MC. I still think he needed some growth to do when it comes to, like, let's say, song construction and stuff. And I feel like he did it. He outdid himself by a mile on this album, man. Like, Marshall Mathers LP 1 is a classic. Double XL gave it a classic 5 out of 5 rating. Like, not many albums get that, and he managed to get it. It was actually his only album that has ever achieved that. I think this was the best he's ever been on a lyrical level. His song construction was flat on it. That and the Eminem show can go like head to head when it comes like my favorite song construction by him. Like the emotion and stuff he had on these tracks were epic. Kim, like that song to this day still kind of like creeps me out when I listen to it. Like it just kind of, I don't know, it just can't really, it just like he really feel like he's going crazy. I feel like he played the character to a T. He did a very, very good job bringing that emotion and that intensity into the songs. It made you, like, it grabbed your ear as a listener. Like, you couldn't really ignore songs like that. And let's look at songs like Stan, like, which I really think Stan is Eminem's best song. I think, like, the way he went about that topic and the way he just executed it was perfect. Because Eminem has some, especially like in his older career, like he had some crazy fans. Like he even made the term "stan." Like everybody was like, Big Ghostface said this. He was like, everybody else would say like, "Man, you a dick rider." Just like a crazy obsessed, like a hardcore, diehard fan to like the point like where it's like it's weird. Eminem coined the term "stan," where people still use that term today. Like the way he played the role of the crazy obsessed fan. I love Dido's vocals on this one. I love the instrumental with the rain and the thunder in the background. It's very, very, it set the vibe very well. And then you go into the verses, like where at first Stan, he seems pretty calm, like it's not that bad. And like he just seems like he's like a very good fan. And every verse he gets crazier and like he gets more insane. And it's weird to the point where he kills his wife, himself, and his unborn child. And then Eminem sees it on the news, and like he emails him, he mails him back, and it was great. That's one of the best storytelling songs in hip hop ever to me. I think he did that amazingly. So that's everything. I saw 7 of them. I would count Bad Meets Evil, but I'm gonna do a solo album. Bad Meets Evil, the album with him and Royce 5 is pretty sweet. So throw that anywhere you like. Personally, I think I put Bad Meets Evil 4th. But that's just like, it's an honorable mention kind of. So that's it. What you think of the list, man? If you agree with it, cool. If you didn't, what you think? You could type what you think, your own list of best to worst or worst to best in the comments. Just let me know, man. I'm trying to get some feedback, trying to make this expand this a little bit. All right, for sure. Thanks for checking me out.